Hello guys, how are you doing? Okay, so today's topic is not on the my tray. We will be discussing something else. I plan to discuss on the Anyrun online sandboxing platform, which being used by the security analyst or security researchers or security specialist for uploading a many malware file to browse the files, to browse the URL, to see the dynamic representation, dynamic execution of any malicious or legit active applications or the URLs. Yeah. So let me share my screen, display capture. Let me verify. OPS. All right. Now I hope you can see this Any.run interactive online sandbox platform. Yeah? Interactive malware hunting service. I think there's some need to be. Wait, let me just make few changes on this. Transform stretch to screen, not this one. Okay, I will be clicking on the display. Transform. Okay, I'm coming back on this Any.run. You can see my URL in my browser. Any.run I'm using. Give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. I will be coming back. All right, I'm back now. I'm again resharing my screen. Okay, Any.run. This is interactive malware hunting service, basically, which will be used by the security analyst to run a file or the URL to see the dynamic behavior. I was going through on this website. This is free to use. You can see there are different files or the URL already have been uploaded by a lot of the users, and this basically giving the the marking on the behavior. We can see this is malicious activity, this is no threat detected, and so I clicked on this one, voice message arrived dot message. I open it in a different tab. I will be discussing about this and what we are expecting from a SOC analyst, what they are expected to do in a SOC operation, what is the responsibility, why they will investigate on this. We will talk about everything. So let's assume now you are working as a SOC analyst in a security operations center. Okay, your responsibility, your duties are to monitor the alerts coming through the any SIEM platform, any from customer side, from any security devices, security control. You got an email by another user in your company. That user is saying, I got some phishing email. Yeah, so that time you will be investigating this scenario. Okay, or there might be some, you are using some kind of email security control, like we can say Proofpoint, Cisco ESA. Yeah, so this security, email security control, giving you some kind of the alert which says that we blocked some malicious communication, but we have received another communication from same user, and that communication is delivered. So at first time the security control blocked that communication. In second time, they allowed it. And now, for example, now we are investigating. So let me just now go from this first snap. I can see there is an email being sent out from Luft David, right? Luft David. And we can see this email have some kind of headers already attached, and then we can see some of the attachment as a zip file. Voice message arrived. I'm moving to the next screenshot. So for example, if your employees are receiving such email, they might be interested to open this attachment, to open the zip file, to read the voice message. They will open it, they will see this is zip message, they will click on it, open this, then you will see this particular email message, and you can see thus from ring central we have from, received, length, and to. So now I'm moving one screenshot next. There's some notepad file. In the email attachment, you can see there is a notepad file untitled attachment 00011.txt. We'll open this. Warning: this email originated from outside of the all scripts email system. This is just a warning message. And then user clicked on the second attachment untitled. Let me see this. Where is it? Okay, this is second, third. All right, give me a minute, guys. Again, I'm really sorry. Yeah, just give me a minute. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it's really difficult, Let me now again go through this. Okay, so we are discussing about this email which delivered coming from the outside. We open this email zip file. We see there are two attachments. One is text file and second is a URL, right? I can see untitled attachment.html. It's the HTML page. So when you open the attachment page, you can see this. So warning: this email is generated from the outside. And then we're moving forward. We are now clicking, I believe, on there is a link, right? It's a link, right? Listen to this message. If you or any other user in your company, they expect this is coming from a legit sender, then they might click on this ring central message. As soon as they will click on it, you will see you have to give now your username and password to read that message. So as soon as you're putting your credentials, it might be, you can see the URL also. The URL is not known, so you should not keep the enter username and passwords. Then maybe user giving username and password, the account does not exist, and boom. So this is probably a phishing attack which asking you to provide your username and password, right? And then the attacker stealing your credentials also. So what we have to understand from the security perspective, that when we are going through this whole email communication channel, we can see a lot of HTTPS requests sent up from a more machine. We have seen other communications through the application towards the different ports, different websites, IP address, DNS request. We can see the DNS different requests sent by machine, and the thread. And we can see the sample. We can download sample also. We can see the IOCs. For that we have to register. We can see the mapping through the MITRE as well. We can see this user executed some file some requests sent to the registry, and some discovery performed for the software versions. Yeah, we can export this graph, process graph. This is the process execution. You can see how this basically executed from the Outlook, which applications, WinRAR, Notepad file, and then iexplorer.exe. Yeah, okay. So now from security perspective, guys, when you are working as a SOC analyst, you find this is something suspicious or fishy. Then you are looking now on the search in the logs to see how many user open this, how many user receive this email from the sender. Yeah, how many user open this link. You can see this URL, right? How many user enter the username and password also. So now we can go through this process also. Like we can see Outlook open, then WinRAR, the Notepad, then Chrome. So we can see all the execution, and this is very important for you. So let me just read out the comments in the meantime. Sagar Joshi, ethical hacker, hi. Hello Sagar, how are you man? मुझे सर साइबर क्राइम इन्वेस्टिगेशन प्रैक्टिकल रियल लाइफ केस का सीखना है. Okay. And then second comment from Jolly John, hello. Thank you for live session, getting good knowledge on the MITRE framework and also cyber security knowledge, investigation, hunting, finding suspicious things. Thank you Jolly. Thank you so much man. And Sagar, यार लर्न करेंगे हम इसके बारे में, like how we can understand about cyber crime, but first we have to brush up our basics. So until unless guys you don't know how to investigate the basic things, it will difficult make your life investigate cyber cases. So cyber cases also been investigated thoroughly by the SOC analysts every day. SOC analysts are doing daily investigation on the cyber attacks from the company, the network, the user, the applications. So they're doing it every day. So we have to first understand like what we are doing in a SOC, and then maybe once you go learning different technology, different domains, it will be easy for you to investigate on different cyber security attacks. So now as per this MITRE, as per this Anyrun, we can see this is categorized as a malicious activity because because we can see something code coming from the outside and it being redirected to user to different websites, and then we can see the user now giving the username passwords, and the URL you can see right, user is not known, so it is a true phishing attack. Yeah, so we have to be checking everything. When you are in a SOC, you might not see everything in the single console. You have to learning searches in the SIEM. You might be running searches in the SIEM to see the communication from the endpoint towards the application, towards the IP address, towards the domain name. You might be checking the signature on the IPS, WAF, AV, WAF, right? You're looking for different attacks. You're checking the proxy logs, which user visits the website. So you can check in the email logs, how many recipient received this email. Yeah, then you're taking action on that. But all this endpoints information, you can get it from the EDR logs. So if I can see this domain basically PAFY, let me search for this now. DNS PAFY. So now you can see this IP address belongs to this domain. Yeah, so you can also look the traffic in the firewall logs. You can look for traffic in the proxy logs and DNS log for this domain and the IP address from which user machines is sent out. We can download the packet capture also. Next session we will do in the packet capture also. Yeah, so I will be showing this packet capture also, like how we can investigate or attack through the different packet captures for you. And I will be, this is a normal phishing attack. Yeah, maybe we'll be discussing about some real attack through PowerShell, through CMD. So we'll be giving you more informative session to you guys. Yeah, so this is the very basics guys. If something coming malicious from outside through email, what being originated, what being logged in the logs, and how the process execution works for you. Let me close it. And why we categorize it as a malicious activity. Yeah, it's very simple, very basics, but next time maybe I will be covering up on the packet captures and detailed investigation through PowerShell or the Wireshark or CMD. Yeah, today's guys I think enough. I'm feeling tiredness, but okay, this is a basic but we'll be covering tomorrow some detailed investigation. Keep learning, guys, every day. Don't miss it. Yeah.